See how well I can do my exercises today. Spent another, I think it was like 2 hours beating the heck out of invisible people on Batman. Excuse me. Don't even think I'm halfway through that game yet. But when I'm done going through it the first time, I'm gonna have to go and play it through on hard. Oh no, I'm so scared, Durs. So, we heard back from the landlord's son, and they're still open to letting us rent to own. And I gave him the number to our realtor buddy who is supposed to help us out. And hopefully we'll get the ball rolling. We are going to have to literally leave at least the downstairs because they're going to be redoing some of the main flooring. So that's fun. My freaking shoulders and back and arms. Whew. He killed a raccoon, and did you know what to the body? What? Hey, Acid. You want scared? How about being forced to earn boiled Brussels sprouts? How would you be forced to earn boiled Brussels sprouts? Oh, he's taking a dookie. He's dropping a log. Eat boiled. You see, you don't boil Brussels sprouts. Who's boiling Brussels sprouts? You're supposed to bake Brussels sprouts. Just sounds like a good way to stink up your house. It's like people that boil cabbage. Why are we making the house smell like boiled cabbage? Like the lower intestines of some vegetable eating animal. Come on, Oliver. Isn't Yeezy season technically here? It's already here. Pooping twice? God, he's full of it. Wait, has Yeezy season approached or is it over? Well, it hasn't snowed, so I think it's still occurring. By the way, hi everyone. Come on, Ollie. Come on, Ollie. Stop. Alright. Duchess, stop. Duchess. There we go. Alright. We're gonna see how well my arms do. They're already sore. Whew. Still smells kind of Christmassy out here. Duchess! Come on. Hello, local. Back at it again, taking her sweet time. As I stated, the best way to keep in contact and make sure that you know that we're on is being a part of the Discord. Touch us. Go poop. Go caca. Papa squat. Oh, there it is. Why make an announcement channel on the Discord? You guys already get the announcements anyway. It's like going through extra steps. Come on. Let's go. No, come on. Alright. That's weird. But there's so few, there's so little discussion going on compared to the rest of the world on Discord that you're going to get the announcement that I'm live no matter what. So trying to go and set up a specific channel simply to tell you that I'm live would kind of make no sense. Where is that fucking weight?
I think it's under his chair slightly.
Oh god. There it is.
Oh, I gave you enough room there.
Fuck. It's 50 pounds of bullshit. Yeah, I know. Alright.
Well, not with him. The acceptance of him is definitely much more delicate than that of a cat or a dog. And one dick in the wrong place, and this animal probably
Alright. Okay. Alright. Here we go. So, what we have here is 50 pounds. Oh. Oh. Two.
And if we don't get this thing out of here, no.
Did I skip 3 or did I actually do 4? Whew. Is Jesus a Kanye reference or is Kanye a Jesus? What? Alright. Oh.
We at least can see. get all the worst like fire portions. It'll feel much better for her.
Whew.
So stay with me for we'll keep you posted. Thank you. No problem.
Whew. Okay. So, where do we want to put this plant?
Oh, you can put it back in by the deep fryer.
It
I
needs
just
to
had to get it out of the way to make dinner.
You know how to hook it, man. You can so far, so we have to run it on through. Right. Cut that side off, and then back the other side right there, okay? And then we'll get it over something if not, we don't get it or anything like that. You ready, bud?
My goodness.
What?
You like fishing?
That was ridiculous.
Dogs get it all the time. And we see several dogs come in and catch.
Oh, but that's nothing. That's just the way the cookie crumbles when it comes to scorpions. She was a big gal, too. Very impressive. I have no idea where we're going to be putting these hot sauce bottles. Okay, so today we are doing our typical standard stuff. Talking a little bit
Did you
about
make the new animal foam, or are you just going to use the one from yesterday?
one from yesterday because I didn't make a new animal foam. Alright. Handles. Unless you're trying to tell us that you are a fed boy, then you are most certainly not a plant. Something tells me you don't use photosynthesis to survive. Oh yeah, I'm a personal trainer. You need to learn how to use the kettlebell to look up videos. I don't know why people think that you need to go and just... You do realize that lifting up weights is working out muscles, right? Like curling the weights and then pushing the weights over your head, especially when it's 50 pounds, is going to be working out muscle. Right?
Don't drop it on your head.
Matter of fact, that's pretty much what I was doing before I took up drinking, was moving past 50 pounds using the same functions. So I'm not just going to go and divert from that. I'm just going to continue getting stronger using the kettlebell the way that I've been doing. Yeah, like every other person out in the world. I hate to break it to you, that's the way that 90% of people out there tend to handle certain things. Like, I already see a change in the amount of weight that I can pick up doing it the way that I've been doing it. The fact of the matter is, the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I've seen results doing it this way in the past. And like many other people out there, again, I will get defensive if somebody just hops on and starts saying, hey, you know what? You're doing it wrong. So this right here is a Harpictera pulchripes male. He is an old world tarantula, typically found out of Africa. They are considered to be medically relevant when it comes to their venom. Sorry, it's not the best night for stuff like that. And to be honest, I'm not going to be changing up my routine right off the bat because we got other stuff that we've got to focus our attention on, especially in the relatively short term, because in 2 months we got to be out of here. So my mind is not going to be set on trying to find out what new moves might be best with the kettlebell. My ass is going to be primarily focused on going through the motions with the animals, doing the pet fact of the day, and then going about trying to get my ear to the ground to find another place to stay, because we're going to be at least temporarily kicked out of here for about a month. So if it seems that I'm on edge, it's because I am. And it's not like they don't have a reason to need us to get out of here. They've got to do some renovations to the house, but it is going to be having some regrettable effects on my overall mental health going on to the near future. And I'm just not going to prioritize trying to find new ways to work out when that's just something that I can't go and put my forethought, my energy into. In any case, this little guy is actually pretty small. He's about the size of some of the house spiders that we have here in Oregon. He's actually a similar color to the wolf spiders that we've seen. He even has some of that abdominal patterning. But we know for a fact that he is, in fact, a tarantula. He has a pair of book lungs as opposed to one book lung, which is typically what you see in a lot of tree spider species. Now, next to him, we have a Brazilian blue violet. This is a New World terrestrial tarantula. She is tropical. However, we've gone to feeding her. She's a little bit bigger. I don't want to stick my hand all the way in the cage because she's a little flighty, a little bitey. Well, it's not a she, it's a he. He's a little flighty and a little bitey. Oh, shoot. Today's feeding day.
They didn't have any.
Yeah, no. I was not very pleased with our local pet store. It's probably another reason why I'm crabby, is because a lot of my spiders like the crickets as opposed to the roaches. I have a sneaky suspicion it's the consistent feeding of goldfish flakes that might have the tarantulas standoffish. Feeding days should be about once a week. It's basically a what is that? Motion of getting the roaches out of the colony. We have got to kind of pre-kill them before we drop them in, because roaches have a tendency of burrowing. And you don't want to have a roach loose in the animal cage. They have a tendency of prompting mold growth. By the way, thank you, Roddy Hunger. Sorry, Bulgarian Pit Viper. I apologize for my temperament. It's just stress. And it's not your fault that I have such a short fuse. And my only saving grace right now is the fact that I don't drink anymore. So that fuse is not as short as it could be. I used to be so much worse when I was stressed out.
We should because musculature on those legs. We got very thin skin, we have very thin bone. My first hope is that we can even get the intramedullary,
Okay.
even intimate bone
You guys have like any medium sizes up in this bitch? Oh, gravy.
But
They slimed it.
aw,
They slimed the outside of one of their containers, and when I picked it up, it got on my finger. There we go. Now first, no, it might not be okay for freaking our buddy, because I was rather rude. Do you think you're hungry?
Might not make it. Not sure. Hope he does. You want to see a grown man cry? I can.
Got it. Good boy. Well, he's eating tonight. Oh, thank you. Still was a little bit too snippety. How is it that you guys have got your cages all sorts of discombobulated, all sorts of wet? I'm gonna have to go and poke more aeration holes in the side of your tanks if this is how it's gonna be. So he's got himself a treat. Okay. Now we are gonna see if this little guy right here wants to eat too. Yeah. No, come on. Come on.
And you're at the store for you.
I don't know the numbers for now on Friday, but
Come on, get it, get it, get it. Yes. No, 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 no. At least we won't have to worry about him trying to bolt when he's got a face full of. Would you actually pick that shit up and eat it?
It was like, man, I'm conscious here, man. Like someone's looking at me.
Eat your food. I know he fanged it. It might have something to do with the fact that the head has been severed from the rest of the body. So it's not going to have the same fight to it as it would if it had just been stabbed and envenomated. It's going to probably fight for a little bit longer. All right, have a good night, Durs. Pick up your food, young man. Eat it. So this is generally what you'd be feeding your tarantulas, especially the terrestrial tarantulas. You want to go and at least try to pre-kill their prey items if the prey items have a tendency of burrowing. He did pick it up, did fang it, but he seems to have dropped it. The Harpictera pulchripes has got its food picked up and is currently enjoying it. Critter, we're just gonna have to move on and hope you go and eat it later on in the night. And we're not gonna go and miss this guy's cage. We did it yesterday because he is in a plastic terrarium. Probably, but Not what I'm going to prioritize right now. Now, there are a wide variety of tarantula species out there. They have dwarf tarantulas that typically stay rather small, and they have extra large tarantulas that can get as big as a dinner plate. If you're looking to get an intermediate species, the curly hair is apparently one of the best beginner tarantulas that you can get. It tends to have a little bit more of a docile demeanor. Good morning, Durs. I meant good night.
We all have to be on the same page because if not, you can be hurt and you can be hurt very fast.
Come on, little one.
They're not wearing that.
The amount of babies in here has me wondering, who is your daddy and what does he do? Which one of you do I need to take out of? Oh, give me the right size here. There you go. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm going to rinse you off before I give you to a tarantula. By the way, that is a reference to an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I believe it was Kindergarten Cop. Who is your daddy and what does he do? Alright, here we go. Come on. Come on. Sometimes it'll take them halfway through the night before they finally decide to pick up their food. Hey, Elon. Come on, guy. Did I need to cook it for you, too?
Maybe it needs seasoning.
Now, he is an adult male tarantula. He is officially hooked out. He's not going to be spending too much energy in his growth. So if he doesn't eat, that's fine. It's not exactly unheard of. Are you going to actually eat, or are you just going to stand there and look at it? How are you burrowing without a head? Come on. Eat your food. Eat it. Child, you are being ridiculous. Your distant cousin's eating his food. Waffles is being a little piggly wiggly. All right, well, he's not exactly showing that he's at all interested. At least the other tarantula batted at it. All right. So we have Mimi, Durs left, steak sauce, acid. Where is he? Rosie. Handles. Bulgarian Pit Viper again. I am so sorry for being an asshole. Roddy Younger. Elon, acid. Hey, spider broke roach's neck. Beef. Just eat your food, friend. Of course. Of course. My good eater is my little buddy from Yemen right here. Yes, Elon, you were here. You were here. Didn't you just start talking? He was watching from the background. He was spying on us the whole time. Come on. He's just like, stop staring at me. Okay. Now. So like I said, one of the things that we can do, we can see what they're planning on doing with that hallway over there. If they're going to be taking out the area right in front of the back door, then we can't move the animals over there because my idea is let's clear out the trailer, and if they will let us, rent out a room over at the inn with a space for the trailer, because I know they have trailer parking. I don't know how expensive that's going to be, but we can easily go and keep an eye on the animals while over at the inn. Fucking hell, why aren't molted yet? Okay. Gotta be careful when moving 50 pounds because you can easily throw your back out. Alright, okay.
It really makes me want to work hard and see if I can get things turned around. So we're going to turn this thing around because I just got to figure out exactly what's going on with you. What?
Oh.
As a veterinarian, a good old microscope is out there. What's going on with this foot puppy? I have mice. We have Demodex canis. It looks almost like a cigar. And you know, I really wasn't thinking Demodex. Demodex man.
Whew.
Live deep in the hair follicles. So sometimes you're ready to find it. Just be there.
You're not doing around the world?
Oh, I forgot about the around the world. Too late now.
All this going on, and all it wants to do is give love. I want to really, really give love back.
Whoops. We'll do around the worlds next. I forgot you breed your critters right. Do you plan on doing both breeding and selling? Later on down the road, like I said, right now we've got to be focused on how we're going to be handling the next few days. Not days, the next few weeks, couple of months. And keeping our animals alive is going to be priority number one. Breeding will come a little bit later on down the road. Oops. As it stands right now, that's going to be coming second, maybe third to the next few steps in our future. Unless the Balfouri spontaneously pop out babies. Oh my god. We all have our weeks like that. Oh.
It's been definitely a roller coaster ride. More food to do. There you go. No, I'm chilling. I want to take my suitors out. Come here.
Yeah, in the future, that is definitely going to be our plan. There's going to be a third source of income. Well, actually, technically fourth, because you do resin. There's going to be breeding and selling of tarantulas, merchandise sales, and then YouTube and whatever money we can get from YouTube. So,
Plus your actual job.
plus my actual job. So hopefully, we will actually start getting ahead in one way or another and be able to tackle the future appropriately. Can't believe I forgot. Oh.
The last thing I wanted to do was hit that leg, miss an eye.
Oh.
Place and took X-rays this morning, so the big thing now is to make sure that the owner keeps him confined. He should be fine.
Oh. Next, I promise we'll do around the world, okay? I completely fucked up and forgot.
Man, you never know. You really bond with him after being here a week. Kind of like a little buddy about time.
But you know, next place to go is in Cold Pond. So, well, it's time for me to go home. I mean, we've done our job. All right.
We also need to be super careful when doing around the world because those muscle groups on my back, they're already sore from punching at nothing. Literally punching at nothing. Playing that Batman video game. And, oh dear God, is everything just, let's just say I'm feeling my age. Some water over there? You want to pass it this way?
Come back and visit.
Careful.
Long road ahead of him. We got him introducing him back to his flock.
No. Gently.
I can't believe it at all.
I like the football approach better.
Gearing up to throw it like a football.
I thought he wasn't going to make it.
Entirely sometimes risky for male spiders as females devour their companions. So if you're breeding them, just observe that. Yeah, there are a lot of people that'll go and first of all overfeed their females so that they don't have that necessary urge to eat the male, and they'll also kind of stand with a brush when that initial breeding process takes place. And when it's been about the proper time to stick something in between the male and the female to protect the male, they do so with the brush. Hey, Rose! How's it going? So ready for 2025. I'm not real happy. Let's see, it'd be January, February, March. We have like 2 months. So 3 months, and then we'll be over it. No matter what happens, we'll likely be back here. But those 3 months are going to be hectic as fuck. And I wish the meeting that we had today made it feel less stressy and aggressive.
But now we know for sure we'll come back.
Yes, now we know for sure that we'll come back.
I told Mom she needs to clean out her garage to let us stay in.
She could. All she'd need is enough room for the bed. I'd also appreciate it if she'd actually rip out that carpet. But another thing is, we can go and try and stay at a friend's house.
My issue there is just all the dogs.
Forget about just the dogs. The dogs shit and piss. Like, come on, girlie. This way.
I don't think I can handle living with them. The more I think about it.
If it's the only option, it'll be the only option.
So happy Critter Fixers got him back where he's at right now. It's been a challenge.
Well, okay, here we go.
A positive challenge. It's good.
Well, it's because I'm having my cheat meal on New Year's Eve. Eve/day, we're gonna be bacon wrapped brats. I'm so excited for those.
We need to try that.
Mm.
We're making a ham.
You might have shown Dump Truck. Have not shown Dump Truck yet. She usually comes closer to the end or middle.
Isn't Dump Truck Legs?
Yeah, Legs is Dump Truck. Legs has been Dump Truck for a very long time, and it is in fact very stressful. It is stressful because
The load keeps getting bigger. I didn't mean it like that. Get the dump truck. Hi.
well,
I didn't mean it like.
you guys did hear that, right? She's got a CDL. My wife's in the background. She's like, well, call her Dump Truck because the load keeps getting bigger. And I'm just like, this is exactly why it's not for kids. Not for kids.
That time I did not mean it like that.
Oh my
The
god.
load never stops getting bigger. I like it, Spanky.
Oh my god, Spanky. And be forewarned, folks. I've already chewed out one person that really didn't have it coming. Because he suggested that I go and look up using my new weight differently. That's going to bug me all week long. I've got to do better about my attitude.
You don't have alcohol to blame.
That's that's kind of the problem. Now when I'm an asshole, it's just me. Spanky, chew me out. I'm not angry at you though, Spanky. Oh fuck. We have got to keep an eye on me with the fucking weights.
On what?
On the weights, putting them around my back like this. I don't know. I don't know. I live for it. That's what he... Wait, no, it's probably a fetish with you. No, Spanky, no. We've heard about some of your past proclivities. Oh, it's Mr. Cookie! Oh, no. Alright, now we're going to try to drop a roach in this one's cage. But she does not like eating roaches. The last time we dropped a roach in her cage, she basically blew it off. Dropping a roach, yes. Not the fun, blunt kind of roach. More or less the tippity, tappity, kind of crappity kind of roach. There's one. Hey, bitch, get back here. Wow. Now we do pre-kill the food before we drop it in there. We no longer let the roaches just roach their way around because they will bury themselves. And then we will have ourselves a mold epidemic.
Don't worry about her. Like, just be telling her that she's okay. She's part of our family.
Come on, eat the roach. Is it because it's sharp? Just eat it. God, you are so finicky. 'Tis food, you brat. He did seem cool, I will admit. She is being such a persnickety little shit. Beware of black molds. Yes. Yes. Luckily, the mold that we find primarily in our cages is a white mold that is not exactly considered to be lethal to tarantulas, but you don't want to leave it in there because it could be a sign that other molds could easily fester and grow. She's always stubborn when it comes to roaches, though. She is a cricket gal. She loves her crickets. She's always loved her crickets. Roaches are a little bit too hard on the outside for her, and these roaches especially tend to have a little bit more protection when it comes to their exoskeleton. Well, if you're not going to eat, you're at least going to get a moist environment, child. Mold is mold and is to be removed ASAP. That's right, Spanky. No, I didn't. The only thing Critter is dropping is dun da da. Not that one. How far back? Roach equals load on the east side of the Mississippi. Huh. Well, that's a little tidbit I didn't know. So it's slang for something you do for work?
Not that one.
Whites are not lethal, but health hazard to your tiny friend tarantula. That's primarily because mold can build up in the book lungs of the tarantula. The fuck? Hold on. Roach equals load on the east side of the miss. Is it something dirty, you bastard? His mind's so far in the gutter, it's already washed out to stream. So this is a salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. Her scientific name is Lasiodora parabana. She is actually a she. These he's that we have right here that I think technically I misgendered them. Called them a she a couple of times. These guys are probably going crazy because of her pheromones in the air. That's why they're tippity tapping on the side of their cage trying to get out. I think Spanky's gonna lose his shit. She is an insectivore primarily, but she will eat things like chicken hearts. She would probably eat a rodent or two if I dropped it in there. We're trying to get her used to eating roaches. She's saying, nah. She's saying, I don't like it. I once tippity tapped on the side of my cage to get out. Ah, yes, jail. Such fond memories of that place. Now I have an 11-month-old daughter. Maybe not jail. Oh, God. Well, that's what you get, Spanky. You gotta be an adult to your adult now. Sort of. Maybe not. Marriage, jail, no difference. What? 3 meals a day, right? You get some yard time out there? Whoop. Those big grasshoppers, the tarantula might like that. Yeah, but we don't go and feed wild caught prey to our domesticated sort of tarantulas. You can't really consider tarantulas domesticated even if you've got them in a cage because they're not really what you'd call trainable. It's not how it works with arachnids as a whole. We're gonna go and put this gal away, and then we're gonna pick up the 45s, and we're gonna be working on Around the Worlds, unless my muscles won't let me. Because again, Yesterday, I played the Batman game that they have on the Oculus for 4 hours. And then today, I played it for 2 hours until both battery packs ran dry. They had, and it is a really good way of doing it, a setup where you have actually got to dodge the knife attacks. Like, cast yourself to the side, or cast yourself, or duck down, pull yourself back. And I was moving and grooving in my living room to the best of my ability not to get stabbed in game. And holy shit. Justice for Gotham. Bad Adam, those can carry diseases. That's what he said. I definitely don't want to get married. You know what? Depending on who you get married to, marriage is not a bad thing. But that is, again, who you get married to. We've already had this conversation in the past. There are some, this is exactly, folks, why you don't just get married to someone right out the gate. And although it goes against tradition, living with somebody for a while before you marry them is a good way to figure out how they are going to act after marriage. Because there are those out there who get married a month later after they, start dating. It's a very Mormon thing to do, by the way, is marrying right out the gate. They'll get married and they don't even really know each other, and then they find out that they hate being with each other. I'm pretty sure that's what happened with my parents, because they wound up getting a divorce. So,
I hope to never have to go through that one.
oh, we won't.
Good.
It's just, I went from being a kid having to ask my mom to do stuff, now I have to ask my old lady to do shit. I don't think we have that problem because most of what we like to do is at home. We also do need to go out and pop off some rounds, honey. That'll probably be in the springtime, though. We have bullets that we need to go through. As it turns out, bullets are not something that will necessarily last forever. You should go through practice with your firearm, learn how to clean it, learn how to store it, all that jazz. You don't want to just keep your firearm and not have any training with it. I do have some 9mm, but you're not getting any because I need it. Alright, here we go. Nine millimeter is one of the. I bought 100 rounds for $30 the other day. Buy at least 1,000 because shooting is fun. I like to call it aromatherapy. The smell of spent powder, that kind of metallic ambiance that it gives off to. There's nothing quite like it. People that go and give their firearms away at a buyback program, they'd be better off just giving them to me, I think. It would be the better option for those firearms. A loving home where they will be treated with the utmost care. My brother is actually sleeping in the chair that we bought him.
I was wondering when you were gonna say that.
Alright, I'm gonna set the camera back behind the chair. You should not be in the shot. But I'm gonna need the space to do the around the whirlies. Let's see what charge do we have? 37%. It can be anger management too, except if you're shooting living things. Spanky, let someone break in. Oh Lord. High dipper there. Spanky, I got 9mm, 410, 12, and 20 gauge, 5.56, 7.62, and 308.
8675.
309.
I just thought we were just spouting off numbers here.
No, we're not just spouting off numbers or spouting off calibers. Calibers are where it's at.
Come on. I hate this.
No, bad. One thing I want to get someday is 50 cal. I would love 50 cal. What I would use 50 cal for, I have no idea. But it's really the type of bullet that you get when you want to shoot the home intruder on the other side of your neighbor's fridge. You know, or when you want to vaporize a limb, something like that. That's a song I'm not getting stuck in my head. What about Stacy's mom? It's got it going on. Okay, here we go. We're gonna try this out.
Why am I stuck in here?
Come on.
We had for about 2 months is testosterone is getting a little more heavy in the blood.
I got kicked in the back of the neck. I do have plans on buying Spartan. It's
Real imperative that she works with him and bonds with him for
Ha,
in the future to establish that really good bond between them. If she can't go in there and work with him, she can't establish that bond. Yeah. I want to roll in.
Would you feel wrong?
Chicken noise.
He's a fighter.
He's fine.
He's pretty accurate with his feet.
I see. Always room. Keep it talking. So I'm going around and make sure that I can feel that these testicles produce testosterone. That testosterone makes them a lot more aggressive.
So a lot of guys do a deal them to decrease that testosterone, which kind of reins them in, so their behavior is not so bad. Since Spartan has attacked us on a couple times, we definitely need to kill him.
I can feel both testicles, so.
That's when the marriage is happen, right? Because that means in the second time, hopefully he lands right here, that's perfect.
So you make sure that the heart follows me today? The actual surgical part is actually pretty easy. It's the anesthesia. Big animal down around is the hard part, you know? You're doing a great job. You might do a little off there. I just want you to know. Like a ski. You have a dog or a cat or an animal that's hard. You kind of control that pretty well. The hard is always trying to hit the right spot. Almost always jeopardize. Good, buddy. Oh, he's over. What's your name, boss?
Thank you, man. I'm good. You ready?
This one.
We good? I didn't know. Now I'm going to put that down and my partner down.
I'm just going to
Right, that's what it's hard for. I'm Spartan or the horse. Stop right back up.
I think I'm smart. This is lidocaine. I hope you haven't had this particular lidocaine there, but this. So don't do you like this. Why do you keep sticking it? That's on the low end of the state. I can't really go into the burden of these.
We'll keep them at sturdy. Oh. Hold on. How does it not puncture trees? That bullet's like the shell. It's like this long. I think technically the shell is longer than my face is wide. Swear to God. Oh, it hurts so good. Wait a minute, Micah, do you have that notepad that I had over here with all my numbers on it?
Right there.
We can share a notepad, I don't mind. Let's see. It is 24, 12. $29. They didn't win. Hurt my shoulder more than it hurt the tree. Oh man. Black powder pistol. Not bad. Not exactly as useful for self-defense, but for the old-fashioned enthusiast, the historical individual, somebody that likes retro shit, not bad. All right, so we did 7, 7, 30. What do we even call that maneuver that I did where I curl the weight and put it over my head afterwards?
Kettlebell lifts?
There we go. KLAWs. I still hear Nicole. Well, thank you for still being here. We do appreciate it. Oh.
He wasn't running around with the goats. Got cute for Valentine's Day. He was teeny little thing. So, man, I do love Cupid. So that he gets better.
Oh.
I have 2 others. Anyone else take? No. Okay.
You're fine if don't go in your den, child. Just trust me. You're gonna want to stay above ground for just a minute. At least see what I have to offer before you go run away, child. Yes, I called the tarantula child because she acts like a big old baby. Throws a temper tantrum when my hand's in her cage. She is, in fact, a big old baby. We'll see if she'll actually take a roach. Sometimes we get lucky and she'll go for it. Other times, not so much. Oh, hey. She actually might prefer something with a little bit of an softer exoskeleton. So I have something right here just for her.
In the case of Cupid, the thematic 4.4, there's usually a detrimental stage. Although those are resilient, sometimes the resiliency kind of hinders us because by the time we get there, they're pretty far gone. We have some news, not the greatest news, okay? Now, this coccidia.
Come on. Are you serious? Nuh-uh. going in there with you, one way or another. I don't want it burying itself, you little shit. What fan are you, critter? Packers? I actually don't follow football because of some of the shit that went down when it comes to football. I actually support our troops more than I support football. Sometimes the police, but mostly it's the troops that I find mostly got offended by that whole taking a knee thing. When are Packers putting LeBron in? He's the backup quarter. Like LeBron James? What? What? Ain't no way. Also, touchdown Lakers. I'm so confused. Isn't he a bet? That's what I'm saying. I'm so confused. What the fuck? I may not follow football, but I knows what basketball is. I don't know. You like sports. I don't. I think he's trolling us. He's very good at it. Oh, hell. We're all going to be traumatized here shortly. All right. Oh, yeah, the tarantula that was in that cage, well, that is in that cage, is a white knee tarantula. She did not spend a heck of a whole lot of time out saying hi to us. Now, with that being said, I'm going to leave for a second so I can get a proper picture. I'm also going to go track down my poem book, and we are going to get through one of the worst poems I think I've ever written. I think it's in here. It is. I just need this. It's all good. Alright. Bear with me. It's going to get a little bit weird. A little bit hinky. Okay. Flip it around. Now, so that we don't forget it. Ta-da! This animal right here actually has the scientific community calling another scientist who discovered it a fraud back in the day. So without further ado, I'm going to go and read over. It's a mammal known to have eggs grown and males with spurs shown to have poison sown that'll have a grown man moan. Their shtick is being semi-aquatic, as they stick to trying to feed on a strict diet of bugs, shrimp, and fish they pick, while often facing pricks will inflict a sick bit of shit. I admit, I wish they'd quit, because it doesn't fit with what I'd permit, but I guess shit wouldn't sit well if it came down to what I'd omit. What's fine in my mind would be unkind to the designs we find align with what nature assigns as being benign or malign. The platypus is prey to a wide array of predators that lay in wait to slay every day. From reptiles to pets we let defile, animals in the wild, while we practice denial, they're filed as mild by creatures that act vile. One of the worst poems I have ever fucking written. Now, that was the first run-through. Second run-through will be at the end. Do you have any idea how hard it is to rhyme about a platypus? Do you have any idea? Honey, whose idea was it to go for the platypus? She's raising her hand. Now, the platypus is interesting because the males have a venomous, what would you call that, spur in their back legs that is basically newly formed function from a gland that's back there. They managed to acquire a venomous sting. It's technically not poisonous because they actually have to nail you with something sharp and pointy for you to get the effects. Technically, this is a venomous duck-billed mammal that lays eggs. It's some kind of poetry, yes. Not good poetry, but some kind. Do you still know the Mortal Kombat was based on the music this entire time? That probably tracks. Is this? It is, in fact, my poem. So, this monstrosity, this concoction that nature wrought, that has a beaver-like tail and a duck-like face, is a mammal that lays eggs, and the males are the only ones betwixt the males and the females that have a venomous effect on predators. And despite how oddly shaped this animal right here is, despite how it looks, this is actually a source of food for many an animal out there in Australia. House cats, dogs, snakes, just about anything that's big enough to fit this thing into its diet eats this thing. So its defense is pretty mild indeed. It is, in fact, a venomous mammal that's duck-billed with a beaver tail. Like I said, when this animal was first brought to the scientific community, other scientists thought it had to be like the jackalope. It had to be fake. Because there's just no fucking way, no way that this thing came out of nature. And in fact, it did. It's the only mammal that lays eggs. And I thought that they were kind of like filter feeders, but they're not. They feed on they'll feed on worms, clearly. They will feed on shrimp. They will feed on probably some form of freshwater snail, crayfish, basically anything that is alive that is small enough to get in their bill, they will eat it. Does that even look like something that would be in any way an insectivore or carnivorous? That looks like its only existence is to confuse scientists and to be turned into a plush toy later on down the road. I seen it with jackalopes exist. I seen it with my own two eyes. It was over at what is that? No, it's where they stuff the animals. Get out. No, like, fucking seriously. I go, it's where they stuff the animals, and she goes, got it, it's a Build-A-Bear. You're talking about a Build-A-Bear. I'm talking about a taxidermist. She's
Got to. That's so funny.
It's a Build-A-Bear. Yeah, I'm going to take this here jackalope carcass over to Build-A-Bear, and I'm going to get that stuff right quick. She's sober. Oh, my God.
Love you.
They are also heterotrope, Spanky, omnivores. When I looked this up, it didn't mention anything about omnivorous tendencies. It was primarily just eating. We call them water bugs because shrimps is bugs here in America. Worms. They talked about going after. Give my brain a moment. It's clearly not functioning the best today. clams. They go after clams, but they never mentioned anything that had to do with greenery. Discovered by our dude Charles Darwin, the platypus. One of Australia's many, many curiosities. Right, it's actually higher up on the list of curiosities than the kangaroo, the wallaby, or the koala, because this thing is a conglomerate of various animals. If there were a single animal on the planet that would convince a person that God is real and he had a sixth sense of humor, blah, this monstrosity right here. Are you freaking kidding me? It's a venomous duck-billed beaver. But anyway, yes, this was our, and this is the poem. Guys, you've got to forgive me on this one. Trying to rhyme about a platypus is, well, it's just about as interesting as trying to describe one to somebody that's never heard of it before. A mammal known to have eggs grown and males with spurs shown to have poison. Hold on, I'm going to fix that. To have venom sown that would have a grown man moan. Their shtick is being semi-aquatic as they stick to trying to feed on a strict diet of bugs, shrimp, and fish they pick, while often facing pricks will inflict a sick bit of shit. I admit I wish they'd quit, because it doesn't fit with what I'd permit, but I guess shit wouldn't sit well if it came down to what I'd omit. What's fine in my mind would be unkind to the designs we find align with what nature assigns as benign or malign. The platypus is prey to a wide array of predators that lay in wait to slay every day. From reptiles to pets we let defile animals in the wild while we practice the Nile. They're filed as mild by creatures that act vile. That is fucked. Beagle sails to Australia. Just crazy. Just crazy. So that, my guys, is our animal fact of the day. Now, technically, animal facts should be animal facts because we never just stick with one thing. It's more or less talking about the various interesting bits and pieces that we find about these. E-man, Sigma, not a kid, man, I'm back. What on earth? For exploration. For exploration by Britishers. I'm surprised they're not called Britanniers. The Britanniers took sailing back in the 1700s to acquire all lands that were originally aboriginal for king and country, of course. Everybody knows about Darwin because we all know about that beautiful thing called the Darwin Award, which in some cases isn't actually granted to those most deserving, like individuals that decide they're going to put a firework in their mouth. How that person evaded a Darwin Award is beyond me. Larry the platypus. Yes, indeed. Here we go. I'm going to go and fill up the water bottle, and then we are going to go and talk about our scorpion and lift weights.
And abscess can be anywhere, but in this case, it's right on the neck, which is very close to the vital organ there. So we have to be very careful here in lancing this thing to make sure that we don't hit an area we don't want to, like the jugular vein. they're not gonna close it. All right, little buddy, hold on. So after opening this abscess, I see that there's pure material here, which is bacteria, which is why it's an abscess. We have to open this here and we have to flush it. Sometimes we don't close them because we want to leave them open the drain, just in case there's still a little bit of that bacteria in there. So after a few days, it's gonna heal up and you won't even know what's there. I left it over the drain, it'll heal here in a couple of days. But everything was good.
I think Dr. Ferguson did a great job. I'm glad there wasn't any extra issues or anything that was found.
We got the antibiotic on to here for a few days, okay, just 3 days.
Of course.
And then it's gonna get about mine very small. Everything went great, okay?
Good.
So you'll be able to go home and you'll be able to be released in about the end of the week. And we're ready to go.
Yeah. They usually try to stay relatively close to their natural area where they were found. So we're basically going to go through that area and try to find a section that has a lot of wild land to keep her away from any kind of human contact.
All of our antibiotics on you.
So good. Yeah, me too. All right, come on, baby, let's go.
So you plan on in the phone ring right now, how would you answer?
What's wrong?
You can't be here.
That's fine. I want behind the scenes guy anyway.
You. Hey! Don't press that ball. I ain't gonna touch
It's the mailbox, man.
it.
Thanks for playing on the phone. I'm over here. Next time I ring, I get it.
See, send me a name of the property.
Great, thanks about that. You're on the phone with Paul?
No.
They hung up on me.
Listen,
They hung up.
let's go do what you do best.
You remember the horse that almost crushed you?
All right.
But Spark is doing amazing. He's not kicking anybody's owners anymore. His temperament is much better. And actually, I think he's turned out to be quite fair with Spark.
Oh, that's great.
The Spark has been great. About 2 weeks after we let him go, we started seeing a lot of improvement, a lot more responses.
Oh no, yeah, I understand that you guys go off and have your own conversations. Well, it's evolutionary theory, but at the same time, he has granted us some of the best material when it comes to describing stupidity. I think that his legacy is not just describing a theory of evolution, but also the undisputable fact of idiocy across the globe. People doing stupid stuff and learning the ultimate truth from their stupidity. The Darwin Award is one that should never be forgotten and should always be handed out when well deserved. And I do hope that there is an afterlife and that no matter where I go in that afterlife, I get a chance to thank the man for revolutionizing the way we call someone stupid. Just, it's fantastic.
Very much been a success for us, for Sparky, for Michaela, Dr. Ferguson, Dr. Hodges. Really helped us tremendously by being able to make the phone call and make him a better horse.
All right, so what we're going to do now is lift some weights with a little less room than we had the last time. Now what we're going to be doing is essentially curling a 50-pound weight. As we bring it up, we turn our wrist like this and we push it over our head. And this is working out multiple muscle groups as we're doing this. I don't recommend doing this with a 50-pound weight if you're a beginner when it comes to weightlifting because you don't want to, hurt yourself. But we here on the live stream have been working with 45-pound curls. And I know that I said we'd be upping it once I got to 15 reps. But I have the 50 pounds here. So we're just going to get to it. Here we go. Oh, come on. Oh. We'll set it down. We'll move on to the next arm. And then we'll set it down. We'll do 3 more of this. Each arm. That'll leave us with 7 in one set. And we will slowly build it up from there. I think of one episode of South Park where someone's like, Dad was Lord. No, that's so. I actually think I met her. I have a picture of it. I think it's actually the musician Lord. I'm going to have to go and send that to you guys. I think I already did it once.
You posted it on Facebook.
On. Oh, that's good shit. I don't think was Geo here yet?
I don't recall.
To collect Spanky. Now I want some platypus milk. I am judging you.
Cody.
No, Spanky. It's like the king that wanted to eat hummingbird hearts. Really, Spanky? Really? You got Geo's number? Alright. Oh! Nope. We're gonna have to go and slip it down to 45s here. Oh! Well, that's the next thing we gotta do. Oh! But after the round the worlds, we're gonna go back down to 45s because I think we've hit our limits with the weights here for the night. Just fine. Oh, that's my coach. So that's 5. $9.34 in Cali. It's easier to lift straight armed to the side, broski. You'll tear a muscle quick. So you want me to just go straight up like this? Yeah. I'm gonna kill myself. That's how that's gonna end.
Well, I did make that joke.
But in any case, we're gonna go back to just the 45 curls. After this, we're actually gonna go and do the around the world, but you know what I mean. Make a fist at your side. Okay. And just, you do realize I can't just lift the kettlebell like this, right? Or do you want me to bring it up like this and try to push it up next to me? And lift your arm in a half circle. I don't know what you're trying to explain to me.
A half circle?
All right.
Someone gave him to us. We don't know anything about him. He's about a year old.
Maybe you do. Mr. I lift the earth. You and your juicing. Oh, who's leaving? Is Elon moving or is it E-Man? Not moving but leaving. I'm so confused. All right. Elon is leaving. Okay. Bye, Elon. I need to get a clip of the gameplay on that Batman game and send it to the Discord. Because that shit was wild. That was crazy. Okay, so this cage belongs to our Asian forest scorpion. She is reactive, but she doesn't seem to be overtly ready to sting anybody. She's sleeping right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and find another roach that is fresh molt out of the baby bin. I am going to injure it in a way that's going to leave it unable to bury itself. Oh, she's actually... Yeah, no, she looks smaller now. Baby girl, think you'll eat a roach this time? Huh? Oh, my body was already sore before I started working out this evening. Spanky sent a friend request? Alright. Let's see if we can get her interested in a roach. She did try to eat one before, but
I'm bringing my goldfish muddy waters. Muddy waters got his name from the blue feeder. I've noticed the growth. It's pretty big. It looks weird, and so I'm concerned. Hello. Hey, how are you? What's going on with it? He seems to have something on his side that's bulging out.
Hey, muddy water, you making some muddy water for me?
oh, girl.
What?
No, she passed away. Poor thing. But as they get older, that tends to be what happens. Wait. It's a little bit large. But the softer exoskeleton should make it easier to eat. That softer exoskeleton should make it easier for her to eat if she is hungry. She is not dead.
You know what I'm not gonna do?
She is very much still alive. Wait, are you talking about somebody else though?
Acquiring anything called out the artist. We got to make that.
Did I miss something? I'm so confused. Are you hungry?
In this case, I gotta anestheticize money, like having the anesthesia go across his gills. Because, believe it or not, if it's not done properly, this could run. Yes, this can't run.
No, she didn't pass away.
Alright, money, let's do this, bud. We want water constantly going through, so this just stays breathing. Yeah, I can do that. Is it down for you? For you? You seem pretty good. Alright, we're gonna see how vascular this thing is. You do have to worry about bleeding. By vascular, I mean they have good blood supply. And as you can imagine,
Oh no, that was one of the adult roaches passed away. Yeah, she didn't make it. But then again, when they age out, they typically do, go due to natural causes. We find them laying stiff. And since she has wings, she's not pre-molt or anything like that. She's an adult female. I was just like, oh my god. No, I swear I didn't kill my scorpion. No, roach died of natural causes, which is generally how it goes around here. A lot of the roaches get to live to an old age, getting taken care of every night, just like the tarantulas. Come on, girly. Now, every roach that we toss into a cage now, except for the last one in Little Bee's cage that we eventually just took out, they're typically pre-killed because we no longer tolerate them digging. So they don't have a chance of getting taken out and putting back in with the colony. I'm going to focus primarily on watering down this side of the cage and let the other side be. Hopefully she eats that. But we'll see. It's been about 2 weeks since she last ate. I am serious. We're going to just set this down in a spot where she can crawl underneath it. Now, please tell me that's not a full. Such a. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Sorry. Where is. There it is. Where are you gonna go? What? All right. Here we go. So this is one of our favorite parts of the evening. This right here is biofluorescence. This occurs when the chemical component that is on the exoskeleton of the scorpion absorbs the UV light from the flashlight and pushes it out in a different frequency that we can more easily see. Now she is eyeing this food, but it is bigger prey than she typically eats. So we'll see come tomorrow whether she actually partook in it or whether she just let it sit there. Look at that. Now, if you're in an area that's got scorpions, this is a good way to tell where they are. Can you show me when I come back? Show you what? The bioluminescence or biofluorescence? I mean, I can. Girl, please eat. Does the glow on them, I guess, weaken or get lighter? No. However, there will be periods of time when the glow does not show up as well. Usually this is right after a molt. Right after a molt, within 3 days, that glowing effect is not going to be there because the chemical is yet to set in on the exoskeleton. After about 3 days, the glow will start to become more apparent until it has full effect like you saw here. So the only time that you're not going to be able to see a scorpion using a UV light is a couple of days after its molt. So as they get older, it should have the same effect. Now, let's take a look. Nope, still no molt. She's even less reactive than she was yesterday. Hopefully that means it'll happen soon. I really don't want to move her when she is pre-molt. So if she could molt this month, that would be great. And then we're not going to feed her as much in the coming months so that she doesn't like grow super quickly. That way we don't have to stress about her molting in March. There we go. That should do it. We're basically trying to get as much water to the entrance of the den as possible because of the fact that it needs to be humid in there for the upcoming molt. If it's not, she's going to have some serious problems. All right. It could be a substantial patterning change, especially on the carapace. It could be a lightening of the feet. Mostly it's just size. When a tarantula molts, it's oftentimes very startling just how much larger they get. Oh, you're taking medication?
PM. Hope that's not tight.
I go and slumber. Good night, Spanky. Wait, hold on. Can you show me now? Okay. You want to hit the lights?
Mm-hmm.
Now. This is biofluorescence. Again, it primarily occurs due to a chemical compound in the exoskeleton of the scorpion absorbing the UV black light and casting off a light spectrum that we can more easily see. There you go. We have somebody here that frequents quite often. I think it's Monkey that calls it radioactive.
Yep.
Now, technically speaking, there is such a thing as light radiation. Light does radiate. However, there are different types of radiation, and this is not the kind of radiation that is going to kill you and or give you superpowers. This is simply a function that this species has that we have no idea why it does that. I asked a question about your scorpion too, please. What changes do you see when she molts Yeah, the glow does. Sorry about that, Mimi. The glow does typically stay the same color. It does not get. Once it sets in, it does not get any. I'm sorry, child. Any less glowy or any more glowy.
But they don't glow when they're freshly.
Yeah, when they're freshly molded, there's like no glow. However,
Once the carapace hardens, it will glow.
yeah, once the carapace hardens, it will glow.
I called that the right thing, right?
Yes. Exoskeletons just an easier way of putting it, because there are various parts of the exoskeleton. The carapace being the harder part that goes over what we consider the brain. The book lungs are actually in the abdomen, so there is that. All right. Put this guy away, and then we're going to go and do the around the whirlies, and then we are going to go and take care of the roaches, and then technically it should be another round of around the whirlies, but we'll see. Those back muscles are already pretty fucked up. What? You like the around the whirlies?
What?
Well, I'm sorry I spent so long beating the shit out of invisible people.
I was hoping the cold medicine would help tonight.
Well, we'll see. You might have to do most of the heavy lifting, though.
Oh, ow.
Or not. Alright. Now. I need to wash my hands, and then I'm going to go and do around the world. Wolf!
Let him finish scratching.
He's in my way.
I ate a potato.
You ate a potato?
It's bad taste.
God, I don't know how I'm going to be doing push-ups tomorrow.
What do you mean? Oh, never mind.
It's going to be brutal. We'll see. I tried loading up on protein tonight.
Okay, doggies. I want you to do the same thing you did last night.
Yeah, that was crazy. The dogs all slept through the night last night. And they didn't get up until like 10 o'clock today. And I'm just sitting there like, what changed and how can we make it stick?
The fact that I wasn't watching any TV at like 3 in the morning.
Or you weren't cooking at 3. I'm joking. But I was still awake at 3 this morning.
Oh,
Oh, did it.
let's check to see what 23%. All right, we'll do around the whirlies and then we'll plug that phone back in. Then we'll take care of the roaches. Okay, here we go. For those that are new here, we typically talk about animals. We already did our animal fact of the day, which was included a terrible poem. Not terrible like haha, but terrible as in it's hard to rhyme about a platypus. So. Oh, God. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 30. What are you looking for?
Mouse clicker.
That was rough. You say your mouse clicker? For your gaming system? I wish they had an app where you can use your phone to find it.
What?
Micah's mouse for his gaming console is missing again.
Dishes are done. Now I don't gotta do much tomorrow dish-wise. Okay, good. You've got 3 outfits. I'm working on the shirt. You
Yeah.
got breakfast sandwiches. You got lunch. Is there anything else I need to do? Yes, you have 3 pairs of socks in there.
I don't know. I wish my toes didn't itch. We have got to set up a doctor's appointment. Because that's getting obnoxious.
Oh, so is this. I feel like it's almost getting worse.
Do we need to go to the doctor?
No, it's a cold. They'll say, okay, it's a cold. Go home. Right back at you.
Alright, so.
Go ahead. Oh, medicine.
Whew. You had the turkey yesterday, right?
What was yesterday? Yeah, we had turkey yesterday. So why?
That smelled like a turkey fart.
Well, yeah, you pretty much hogged the best parts.
What? They gave me those parts. There was another turkey leg and thigh for you to eat.
Okay.
Duchess, move.
Oh, wait. Do not take
Take what?
the sleeping pill.
Oh, the trazodone.
I already took Tylenol PM.
Yeah,
Not
no.
Tylenol. NyQuil.
I think this next weekend I need to go and poke more holes in the top screen. I don't understand how their cage is building up more humidity in there. Like it looks like I see some pooling right there. I just don't get it. Unless they're spilling their water.
Which is possible. Wait, that's right. In here? Is it? Where's the water?
It's over here
Oh.
somewhere. Isn't it?
Oh, wait, I see it. So, yeah.
Alright. Now where's the other water?
Right next to it.
Oh, okay. Now these are orange head roaches.
That does not go in the bedroom, girl.
You better leave it in here, child. Now it looks like they ate all of the dog food kernels that we gave them. So I think we're just going to give them more of that. I'm not even going to look for meals. I already done that. Been there, done that earlier today. Dog food kernels. Not too much, but a sprinkle. Of the flakes.
Time.
What?
Can you put that one in the garbage in the morning?
Maybe. Is there enough room in the garbage?
There better be. 'Cause that's got like the turkey neck and turkey carcass in.
Well, hopefully Wolf leaves it alone.
We'll put them right there for a little bit.
Wolf, move.
Right here.
Oh, God. You can get past if you need to. This is pointing down at the table, I believe.
Uh-huh.
All right, so these are where the money is going to be at. These are the species of roach that most people are looking for their pet care needs. These, oh, fucking mold. Ugh. Yes, at least it comes up for the most part in one piece. Now they still have some dog food to eat. I am once again going to sprinkle some fish flakes in there in the dry part of the cage that we're not going to wet down. Over here. Thank you, Mimi. I do appreciate it. I still can't believe I had such a rotten attitude earlier. I guess we all have our human moments. Now that right there with the wings, that is the male. We have plenty of babies that are growing rather quickly. Can I get everybody to move? Just a little bit. I don't want to kill anybody. Now we are only gonna look. Eat the little baby. Hey, girly. Oops. You can see they don't have the best means of holding on. You know what? No one is perfect and all, and I get it. I'm the same way. I get so snippety. Like, that one looks like it might be a new female. Her colors are very, very, very light. You see that? So we might have a new female in the flock.
I think Duchess and Oliver just went to bed.
Yeah, but I do need to apologize to that guy. Next time he's on, if he ever does show back up, I'm going to apologize immensely.
Come on, dude. Come on, monkey.
All right. I think we already threw some food in for the males earlier, but I might be thinking about yesterday instead. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. Yeah, looks like all the kernels, the dog food kernels, have been eaten. We're not throwing in a bunch anymore. Just a little bit. All right.
Oh, you left it in there.
And we're going to end the night by curling weights. Next time we're going to have to focus on doing more around the world, but I'm already rather sore tonight, so. And I did 2 sets of 30 around the world with 45.
She's still same.
She's still the same. I'm gonna go wash my hands and we're gonna curl some weights. Excuse me.
You got the ball again.
Oliver and Duchess, she does not need your help. Duchess.
What are they doing?
Micah's looking under the couch. Duchess is kicking him in the face. Duchess! Oliver, get out of here. Duchess, go. Go to bed. Go. Don't look at me all adorable. You can't just weaponize being adorable. That's some bullshit. Has any escaped? We had one roach that managed to get dropped during one of our live streams, and we found it fairly quickly, but we were freaking out the whole time. There wasn't anything breakable in that mask, was there? I don't think so. Boy, would that have been a bad moment to find out that your bait pin was right there. All right. So, put this right here. No, we do have to end though, because I've got work tomorrow. But tomorrow we will be doing the decline push-ups. Good Lord. The holidays have got me a little bit stout. All right. 1, 2. No. Are you okay?
Yeah, just coughing.
Oh. Since we hit our limit with the kettlebell.
Everything's put away. Don't think about what's in there.
All right. All right. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. And remember, I better not see you on the news. What is my job? My job? Security. I got to be up at 6 in the morning. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. And remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news.